take you to the king.
All right. BIOMUTANT. I don't know what I'm doing, man, or why I'm doing it. Sounds nice though. Nice in front. I'll be blocking the camera for a couple seconds, don't mind me. English, of course. Might have to go up the threshold on my mic real quick.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
BIOMUTANT. Fucking ass monsters. Damn it, bro. How's that, bro?
Welcome to
Got
BIOMUTANT.
him. BIO-B in this bitch. BIO-B. New game. My bad, this whole camera's in the way there. I actually have to. Oh yeah, I can bring my camera up whenever I'm ready. Oh, easy, medium, or hard, bro. Listen, I don't play when it comes around to melee shooter games, bro. I need the hardest level y'all got. Period. I'm a cricket? I'm a cricket? Oh, that's crazy. You start off as a damn cricket. What you gotta do? Touch it? Oh, not a cricket. I'm this patch guy, the guy with the eye patch.
Encode your DNA.
Oh, this is dope. Encode my DNA. It's like 6 different types of animal.
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a clock. Saboteur. Choose your pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Pick your main color.
Should they have black, bro? What the fuck? We don't want black.
Choose your detail color.
It's gonna have to do, pimp.
Pick a class. Saboteur chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a but for you, it's...
Let me introduce myself.
Seems more like...
But...
in your...
Guess left can be right, sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
My bad. Wasted time.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. That's going to leave a mark. Get him!
Oh, shit. Low.
Great shot! Swoop! Took care of it.
Back up, you fucking rat. What do I do with these dead bodies, though? Nothing. Gotta mute the mic.
Grab on tight. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Flash and slash.
I turn the mic back on. Sorry, Oh my god, you just
Running low.
Oh, he's fucking.
Blasting him in the face.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna... Yeah.
You could put that to good use.
How do I use it? Oh, that's some energy. I need health, though. Oh my gosh! Don't. He just picked me up like that, fam. Oh my gosh, bro!
Sharp.
Yeah, fuck you up. Yeah. Let me learn this game, bitch.
You're hurt bad.
I knew I heard him grabbing something. Oh, I'm fucking dead on this. How do I use my energy? I don't know how to use energy.
Chop, chop. Right between the eyes.
Oh, he back kicks me! No! No! Mother... Come on, Rocky. You can do better than that, bro. Rocky. Guardians of the Galaxy, you guys supposed to have more skill. I did smush my thumb, 2 people, so it's hard for me to really play.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, how you still get me with that shit?
You're low on
Oh
health.
my gosh. Bro, block that.
Personal.
Nacho, nigga. What you do now? Alright. Get it poppin'. Oh, he's get back close. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Controller gonna die. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot.
Now you understand better. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Cutting edge. You reload it by swinging back your arm. Pow! Slash. New mutations to embrace. Keep hauling yourself into the air. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Hey, nice shot. Itchy trigger finger. Close encounter. That's sure to be useful. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back. but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Mooma's love. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You found one. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai need. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've... From... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able... You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the... Sharp steel. You're empty of ki. You're not dead yet. Oh, that helps work the kinks out. Chop it up. Get out of here. Carving it up. Slash and dash. Slice and dice. The deep cut. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu's door is always open for newcomers, but he cautions you. They'll expect you to behave, or you'll have to face the consequences.
Zata is de muito tloho. Kariesne zdatse. Paro, ya put.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
What's up? News of cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker Great Wall. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common. He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you. He had a feeling you'd say that. You're not sinister enough to be a Jagni. That big heart of yours makes you weak. He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise, you'll be seen as a rival.
Perfetta, paro.
Then so be it. He wants you to know that they'll show no mercy at the end of this war, and offers you a last chance to come back and join when you realize you've picked the wrong side.
Dunzadne totloho.
And with that, he urges you to seek protection at Myriad's stone fort before word gets out that you've chosen not to side with them.
Uko, zivo. Dunzadne.
It was built on the back of many.
Zinakas pripad snatste, paro.
Says they're cautious of non-allies. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it comes.
Time out. Get this.
Uko.
He'd hoped you would have joined them by now.
Oh. What's poppin'?
Let's see. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. You're on the ropes.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to run up on her. What's up?
Now that's a flesh wound. Bullets everywhere.
Whoa. Oh shit. Oh, did he just murder me like that?
Thoughts and prayers.
Got a challenge. You gotta challenge me. Big guy.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Even harder to take you down.
Alright, man. How do I do that? X, R, T.
Wow!
Oh my god, bro, he is not playing with me.
You're harmed.
Oh my god.
Right in the face. You lack key energy for that. Boom, boom. That's an improvement. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Let's take them all out.
Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says they're cautious.
Well, this kind of looks exactly like the other place, but Hindu-ish. And the other one was more
Lapanen aking kanman. Gerat na fal hutut mustugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet... Last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Can't see.
Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you.
Can't see.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. She loves how brave you are. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Back at it again. Run, squirrel! Baby rock! Oh shit! Come on! She gonna drown, bro. No. Mama! That's sad, bro.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
And the dad just sat there and watched the whole time. What is... Dad sat there and watched it happen.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about.
Oh, I thought he knew me too.
What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
Wow, so mom and dad died.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Crazy.
Punched up. You might want to fall back. Crit. Flambe. Bring on the night. Give him a hand. You're fresh out of key energy. Bash down. You're half dead. Wipe that. Burn.
For lad solen se under tag og solen se på det se I to lugas we wa wamto.
What will you...
Wow. Whole lot to go.
you make today?
I ain't making nothing. Oh. What? Hold on, dude.
Let's see.
Uitatut. You don't have to know Bokita.
Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make...
Libuna, Limana. You don't have to know Bokita.
If you can, you should try to convince the captain to give up the outpost and join your cause. They're ready to enter the outpost when you are.
To the story.
Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Everything's clocking together. Put a key in that. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last. Won't hesitate to carve out some... A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light.
So that killed him? Okay.
A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, but kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. The world needs saving. Make the most of the day. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Your key energy isn't up to that. Middle-lifed. Punch the ticket.
Damn fucking arm. Go for me.
What to build? What to build? All fired up. Personal. Youch! Don't give up now. Watch it. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomber Bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. You're absolutely drained. starting to add up. Bangarang! Got it. This box once tailed a charger. Now it's just off track. Tapped hard. You're in pain. Scrapalicious. Let's see. Everything is at stake. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. You move with such confidence. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. It's time to do what's right. For certain, the spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot.
I'm really doing this. Duck face. That's so clean.
A mobile fortress.
I basically got a ducky duck.
The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? For some, the night brings terror. Feel that power. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Smackdown. Dead on. Knuckle down. Hear that? It's called quiet. finding things both here and there. You'll do great with that someday. Sob about the thin air later.
Get my rubber ducky. Stupid, bro. Let's see.
Hurts a lot. It's becoming terminal. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Nothing beats your own 2 feet. A climb stringer? How unusual.
Said fireworks. Fireworks all like that, bro. They got fireworks too.
Let's see. Is something sinister hiding among the trees? This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Says he's a monster haunter. The best you'll ever see. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wild... Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts. Moog says you should go hunt for squips in the cave he gave you directions to.
Might have to call it right here.
Body blow. The struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
Wait, it's the Scrip hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Knock them flat. Round on half your health. Stand up on your own 2 feet.
I die one more time, I'm done.
You're maybe not sure you want to leave. Smirked! fresh air. Gross. This place stinks. Need a key. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Double the grip for twice the damage. As long as you're happy about it. Roll out. Never take air for granted again. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster.
Hammer time. Oh.
Mekton is even mightier. This is more like it. Time to walk on your own legs. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's... It's time to put a stop.